calculation of the scientists.
2 million? No. 8
numéro,
million.
c'est un fou, mais non. Ah, non, j'ai su. Sua, Jeannezmar. Ah, talogien, Nivario, Davis, South, Musbao, Senior Channel. Not very good. What's the business of Bernard? It's not very good. Oh, I can't remember the list. I'm not sure. I'm not these old superheroes. Le grand minimum solaire, c'est ça. Vous avez vu l'Europe, vous avez été touché par une vague de froid pendant presque 2 semaines. Et là, il y a des épisodes de tempêtes extrêmes, des ouragans. Parce que le grand minimum solaire, c'est l'augmentation des rayons cosmiques galactiques de 20%, qui sont à l'origine des nuages et des perturbations et des averses. C'est un refroidissement, c'est une accentuation, une accélération et une augmentation de l'activité sismique, l'activité volcanique, des colonnes de cendres s'élevant dans l'atmosphère, allant s'installer dans l'atmosphère pour créer un autre écran qui, naturellement, aide au refroidissement. C'est tout ça, c'est tout ça. Et là, on peut voir toute la ligne. Regarde, en New-Britain, Nouvelle-Angleterre. Regardez ça, la neige, c'est pas fou. C'est vraiment beau. Regardez la pluie qui est tombée sur la côte ouest, ou sur la côte est, pardon. Regardez la pluie qui est tombée. Et on peut voir l'impact de ça par le déversement de la pluie, par les toits inclinés, assez hallucinant. Donc c'est ça, c'est des rivières atmosphériques qu'on peut voir ici. Blizzard à Plymouth. On peut voir ici les températures en Atlantique. Moins 30, moins 40, moins 30, moins 20. Tout est dans les moins. On n'en parle pas naturellement. Mais si ça fluctue de 2 degrés, là, ils vont faire un drame avec ça, ça y est. Oh! Ça s'est réchauffé d'1 degré, on peut augmenter vos taxes de combien de pourcentage déjà? Et on a vu ici que les scientifiques ont été ont dû être élevés et être secourus par la glace qui envahissait leur domaine d'études. Donc, un groupe de scientifiques américains ont dû être secourus par hélicoptère parce qu'ils ont été piégés par la glace. Apparemment, c'était en train de fondre là-bas. Selon Al Gore, il n'était pas supposé qu'il y avoir de neige à partir de 2014, le New York Times aussi. Le New York Post, vous avez dit ça, le New York Times? La neige sera une histoire du passé, bientôt il n'y aura plus de neige sur la Terre. Je peux vous dire une chose, tous ces gens-là sont des beaux fumistes, je vous reviens.
Very nice people. We hope so.
There was one newspaper article in the papers I was reading. They were advertising a new book about the evolution of man, and they were saying that there was approximately 2 million varieties of life on this planet. This was the calculation of the scientists.
2 million? No, 8 million. All right. You were saying the other day that all the species of life were mentioned in the Padma Purana. They're all given account of.
Is it divided by country, or within one country there are many species?
You are taking off country, but Shastra takes the planets. All of your ideas, country, national. But Shastra is not, there is no such thing as national. You take the whole universe as a whole. They consider from that angle of one planet or universe like
Residents near the Norwegian island of Vardo have reported seeing an unprecedented buildup of Russian military forces in the area, including ground, naval, and air units involved in strange and unusual military maneuvers.
Antarctica seems to be giving up its secrets. Numerous political and religious leaders, including former Secretary of State John Kerry, have been taking secret trips to the remote continent of Antarctica.
A large amount of the ice on the fringes of the continent is starting to slide off. The continent has begun to thaw. When that happens, you have no conception of how much mineral and energy wealth is in the continent of Antarctica.
They all saw rapidly moving silver discs over the trans-Antarctic mountains. Brian and his crew also saw a huge football field-sized hole in the ice, only about 5 to 10 miles from the geographic South Pole.
The primary reason of John Kerry's visit was to initiate contact with the Antarctic Guardians. It becomes clear that the strange blue light in the sky has been caused by these Antarctic beings.
And then they said, just don't be putting that out there anymore. Certain people would prefer that you not talk about that. And I said, well, I'll consider that. And then the phone went dead. There was a click. Whoever on the other end hung up.
Putin made a show of traversing a glacier and hammering at the ice. Russian troops will be living under the harshest of conditions, 18-month deployments where the temperatures can dip well below zero.
Это происходит от одной администрации к другой. Что-то изменить — это достаточно сложное дело. Это, я говорю без всякой иронии. Это не потому, что кому-то не хочется, а потому что это сложно. Вот Обама.
He doesn't have that length of time, and he has set a plan to do all of that in 18 months. And the only way he can do that in 18 months is to release alien technology. But they're not calling it alien technology.
Many military analysts believe the frozen tundra, located just 30 kilometers from Russia's Kola Peninsula, is a staging ground to thwart Western expansionism.
But as of yet, no one in any official capacity has explained why they're flooding to Antarctica all of a sudden. It would take an expert with a wide body of knowledge in fields including...
Where often we look at Antarctica, all we see is the surface, which is just ice. We say, well, there's nothing there. You know, you'd have to drill through 2 miles of ice to extract any resources. The little bit that's already thawed, they found a bit of coal.
There was supposed to be a no-fly zone. But during an emergency medevac crisis, to speed up their trip, they flew across that no-fly zone and saw apparently what they were not supposed to see. I was like, wow, this is out of the blue. What did you do next? Well, I was kind of curious, so I took the number off my cell phone and Googled it on the internet. It came back as the general phone number for the NSA.
It's known as exotic technology. That's what it's called in the intelligence services. And he wants to release some of this hidden technology to the corporations so that they can get going very quickly.
Our Moscow source, however, paints a much more sinister picture. Russian forces, he says, are training for a massive strike against an Anunnaki hive in Antarctica.
Religion, science, politics, and history to unravel the web that has been weaved by governments and secretive scientific organizations over the last 7 decades to understand what's really at play here.
The continent of Antarctica was once temperate in the past. It has just as much mineral wealth, certainly, and probably as much energy wealth as any other continent. But none of it has ever been tapped.
A huge hole in the ice that looked like it was an entrance to an underground installation. Later at camp near Marie Bergland, some dozen scientists disappeared for 2 weeks. You don't want you talking about the scientists that you picked up after being missing for a couple weeks.